This is everything coming to Modern Warfare Zombies in Season 3 Reloaded, including some things not even mentioned in the official blog post. First up, we have a brand new story mission. There's going to be a brand new mini ether portal in the overworld somewhere that's going to take you to a brand new story mission. And we actually have footage of the gameplay of this story mission. Season 3's Dark Aether takes place here in the hydroelectric part of Al Mazrah. And I gotta say, this skybox looks absolutely gorgeous. The story centers around Dr. Jansen going into the Dark Aether and being lured by the entity that we've been seeing this whole time. Now in the trailer we see these red crystals, which I would imagine is sort of similar to the Season 1 Dark Aether's kind of altars. I imagine we'll need to break these and interact with them, maybe kill some zombies around them in order to progress to the end game. Now once we finish the story mission, just like every other story mission, we're going to need to find and upgrade 4 items to unlock a brand new Dark Aether. You can actually see one of these items in the trailer on the bottom of this pillar. It's a little giraffe. Those items are probably tied to Dr. Jansen in some way. I do also love in this Dark Aether, it looks like there's going to be floating platforms. I just love it when Treyarch and, well, any zombies game really leans into the more zany and out of this world kind of action. And this atmosphere of just a floating platform in the sky is awesome. Also, in terms of the story, I've always been a fan of the entity, and the quote that it has at the end of this trailer is pretty sick. You can run, but wherever you go, I am everywhere. It's cheesy, it's over the top, it's zombies, I love it. And it looks like at the end of the Axe story mission, similar to Season 2, we had to fight a Mangler. It looks like now we're gonna have to fight a Disciple. I don't exactly love that. I'd love to see a brand new boss, but you know, here we are. And once we find all 4 of the relics, we can open a new Dark Aether portal, and that's where we can find the 3 brand new items. And then we can find an Elder Sigil to go back into the Dark Aether to get those new item schematics. The first new item is Dead Wire Detonators. This puts the Dead Wire effect on everything that explodes, not just your equipment, but also launchers as well. So that RGL that we just used recently is going to be even better. And they also mentioned in the blog post that this is going to come in handy when facing off against the Dark Aether Rift's new Disciple variant. I don't know if that's just like marketing talk or if it's actually going to be a game mechanic, I don't know. The next and probably most useful item slash schematic is the Golden Mask Filter. Attaching the Golden Mask Filter to a gas mask causes its charge to self-regenerate over time. They also say the mask can still break if its charge is fully used up in one go, but once you find a new gas mask, that filter will then be applied to the new one. So sort of like how Mags of Holding works on any weapon you have equipped, it sounds like this Golden Mask Filter is going to apply to any mask that you have equipped. And from what it seems like, they didn't go into much detail, but from what it seems like, the mask seems to only generate when you're not using it. So it's not so much that we're going to get like an infinite gas mask timer, but rather we're not going to need to seek out an ammo cache refill in order to refill our gas mask, which is a nice little quality of life improvement. And the last item slash schematic is going to be the Sergents Beret. Now this is kind of like a mixture between a dog bone that we currently have and the disguise from DMZ. When you equip the beret, all of the mercenaries will think you're one of them, and additionally you'll have a merc bodyguard who fearlessly follows you into the action. So I imagine, like I said, it's kind of like a dog bone, except you have a mercenary bodyguard who follows you around and shoots all the zombies and helps you, and also it's like a disguise so that all the mercenaries think you're one of their own. Now I wonder if this is going to work on all of the warlords. I wonder if you're going to be able to equip this beret and just walk right into the Legacy Fortress or go see Dokkaebi just up close, just kind of walking around chilling out. Because in DMZ, the disguise came with a very special buy station where you can buy specific items that you couldn't buy in other buy stations. I think that would be fantastic. Speaking of warlords, we have a new one called Rainmaker. Rainmaker is going to be found in the Tier 1 island in the bottom right hand side of Urzikstan. And it sounds like he's an explosive expert because we are to expect mortar rounds and RPG fire on approach. And that island is going to be full of multiple traps, sort of like Legacy it sounds like. And now even though that's everything on the blog post, there are 2 arguably more important things coming to Season 3 Reloaded that you need to know about. Treyarch did a creator call to showcase everything coming to Season 3, including an exfil schematic cooldown. By now, you should all know that when you end a game of Modern Warfare Zombies, you get a cooldown reduction on your insured weapon slot. But as of Season 3, that cooldown is not only going to apply to the insured weapon slot, but to all of your schematics too, saving you hours and hours of cooldown time. Additionally, they are going to double the stash size. We're going from 10 all the way to 20. I know it's not the most grandiose change, but it's something, and it's definitely needed. What changes are you most looking forward to in Season 3 Reloaded? Do you even have all of the schematics from Season 2 yet? If you don't, you're probably going to want to watch this video. Check it out there, and stay beautiful.